1 2 1 2. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Crypto Hop checking in with you here today. I'm sitting here at my workstation and I've been studying this morning, and I came to some conclusion that I want to share with you. This is not financial advice, but I seen something that really it made the hair stand up on the back of my neck. See all this red? We've got red all the way around. Okay, there's some sell-off. Get used to it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the cryptocurrency market is volatile. Now, in the month of December, anyway, happy Christmas month, the month of December. We got some other stuff going on. I mean, I know it's just life is kind of gets in the way. All I want to do is study and focus on my financial freedom, my journey to get to financial freedom. I got to sit here. I'm getting demands to put up some Christmas lights and do this and blah blah. So many other chores. I'm trying to block the noise out and really stay focused. I know it's hard to do, and there's a balance, ladies and gentlemen. Right? We got to do it all, especially as being a young man these days. Right? It's you gotta take care of your business. So, with that said, look what I found. Now, when I show you guys charts, I really like technical analysis, but we know we cannot focus 100% on TA only. We know that. But it does help me sometimes when I do focus on TA only. It does help me kind of just hone in and focus on a micro level to see if I can come up with my own conclusions with things. But you got to turn the page and you got to look at, okay, what's in the news? Okay, some other economic data you got to look at. Oh, what about that tweet that came out? Oh, the social media hype, blah, blah, blah. You do have to look at all that stuff. It's amazing how that stuff can change the markets. Now, when I show you charts over here on my channel, I'm usually looking at, and this has helped a ton. People, if you look at charts that are less than a 24-hour, one-day candle, man, it can really give you a headache, okay? Because there's so much volatility. It's just mind-blowing. So I have learned to only look at, not only, but mostly look at one-day candles. This is it here. So going back to, I don't know, this is September back here on the top left of the screen here. Each one of these candles, 24-hour, one day, and I find support and resistance all the way all along. You notice I stopped here as it came down, and then we're looking at this, $2.15 support and so on. These are one-day candles. It starts at 4 p.m. Pacific, and it resets the next day at 4 p.m. Pacific. The candle posts, and we start a new candle. So look what it's an epiphany. I'll call it an epiphany for me personally in my studies. Look at these 1 month candles, okay? Look at these 1 month candles. I'm going to zoom out. Every candle that you see on the screen right here posts once a month. Okay, I gotta shrink it a little bit so you can see the orange line at the top is a 52-week high. The orange line at the bottom is the 52-week low. Okay, that's the entire year. Oh, don't put that back. Put that back. And so when I'm looking at these, check this out. The top. Okay, so the Bitcoin cycles is what I'm kind of focusing on now. Where are we at in the cycle? 15 to 18 months after the Bitcoin halving, we've seen the top of the cryptocurrency market historically since like 2009. I should say 2012. Okay, is a little more accurate number or year going back historically. This year, I honestly think that we saw the top of Bitcoin in this cycle of XRP. Sorry, we're focusing on XRP here. We have seen the top of the XRP cycle at $3.66. Okay, right here. That orange line at the top. Look at this chart. That's the top of the cycle because we're getting past the 18-month time frame since the Bitcoin halving. Now, we're focusing on XRP here. The bottom is 161. Now, if we look at these things, we go back and we see since December, okay, This is the December candle right back here. Boom, it posted green. December, January candle, February, March, April, May, and so on. I think, here's my conclusion to this discussion here. I think that we have experienced the crypto winter since July, because that was the top. You know, if I look, I think Bitcoin hit the top in July as well. May have been a little bit further down, but for XRP, this is the XRP winter. Look at my trend lines. I drew all of these lines on the 24-hour candles, but these monthly candles are fitting into this same trajectory, downward movement on my trend lines since July. Okay, this is August. This is September. This is October. This is November. We're on a downward trend. I think that we have been suffering through the crypto winter since July on the XRP project. The reason why I say that, look at this support. This is the candle that we're on right here. December. We're on this December candle. Okay. I'm going to take a look at this. Well, we'll just use a brush. That's fine. Right here. Right here is the December candle that is following this trend line exactly. Okay. The support level is right there at $2, about $2. Okay. Over on the far side right here, $2. Now, we go back last December. So XRP was trading right around this $2, and so bounce off the $2, bounce every month has kind of bounced off of this $2 range until it went up to its all-time high in July, and then it followed these trend lines all the way down, back down to our long-term support level at $2. Okay, it could be $1.95, but it's right around $2. We're bouncing off this support, and I think that depending on what this candle posts at the end of the month, could this be the turnaround to bounce off the support level that we've seen all year long, breach my trend lines at the top. Okay, that trend line will have come down to approximately, by next month, I mean, it lines up perfectly. It lines up perfectly at $2. Holy Toledo. So this is the epiphany I'm dealing with this morning. I've seen, and I'm gonna say it. This is not financial advice again. I think we have been in the XRP cryptocurrency winter since July, and we could potentially see a reset in the January. Okay, that's my conclusion for this post today. I just want to share that with you guys. Just remember, this is me personally, and I've been studying this stuff since 2020, even before. 2018 is when I first got interested and bought it with a little Bitcoin and sold it and everything like that. But so I'm going to go back on the 24-hour candles, do a little more research on that. If I see anything that needs to come after this post today, I will let you know. But right now, as we speak, I believe that we are finding the bottom of a cryptocurrency cycle winter on XRP specifically. Another reason why I'm saying that is because we had a $1 billion of money coming in to the XRP ETF since the last week or so. So it's an amazing amount of money that's piling into this project. See this little red sliver? This is the volume. I'm just really curious if this thing is going to go green towards the end, right after Christmas. I believe if this turns green, we could be off to the races to an all-time high. This is not financial advice. That's just me putting it out here. And now, okay, lastly, I'm going to leave you with this. XRP is not going to go to $100, people. Anybody that you hear saying that in the short term is a dummy, because there's an equation. You got to take the number of tokens divided by the market cap. When you start doing the math and the equation that comes up with price prediction and ranges, it's impossible. It's not even fathomable, because there's billions. There's 100 billion XRP tokens. Supply and demand is something that we have to look at. Ripple is releasing 1 billion coins each month, up to, it usually doesn't hit a billion, but it's up to 1 billion each month. So so when you do the math, I think that the $5 to $10 range in the short term, within the next 60 to I'll say 30 to 90 days, is very reasonable. You guys have been patient. You've been sitting here this long. We're going to see some all-time highs in XRP as soon as this balances off this $2 support on this longer-term chart. Everybody, I really appreciate you all. I just want to say Merry Christmas. Thank you for jumping in here. Give me that thumbs up if you would, please, and subscribe. I'll put in a lot of work here, man. I'm trying to get some subscribers up to, for that monetization level and whatnot. So, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Take care of your business, everybody. Try to spend some downtime to enjoy instead of focusing on the markets too much. But it's Friday, so going into the weekend, have a great weekend, and always do something fun. Okay? Always try to take the time to do something fun, and the stressors of life and everything like that. If you're interested, I'll put a couple videos up here so you can take a look at a little more entertainment thing, and then I might go sell some silver. I'm going to leave you with that. I might go sell some more silver. I'll share it with you if I do. Enjoy. Crypto Hop signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.